Frugal living has often been misunderstood as deprivation, penny pinching, or living a life of constant sacrifice. In reality, it is the opposite. True frugality is about creating freedom by aligning your spending with your values and refusing to waste money on things that do not serve your long-term goals. Over the past decade, financial surveys from organizations like the OECD and Fidelity have consistently shown that individuals who maintain high savings rates, often 40 to 50% of their income, are more resilient, less stressed, and achieve financial independence years earlier than their peers. What makes this powerful is not one extreme action but a series of small, consistent choices that compound over time. Whether it is learning to live comfortably on one income, negotiating recurring bills, or embracing habits that prioritize quality over impulse, the principles of frugal living are timeless. They are not about denying yourself joy but about buying back the most valuable resource you will ever own: time. In this article, we are breaking down 6 frugal living tips that actually work. These strategies are practical, sustainable, and proven to help you save thousands while still living well. Done right, frugality is not restriction, it is empowerment. Welcome to 86 Dawn Finance YouTube channel, where we break down the hidden mechanisms controlling your financial life. Let's break it all down. No fluff, just the truth. Section 1. Live on one income and save the rest. One of the most effective frugal living strategies millionaires and financially independent individuals practice is learning to live on a single income while saving or investing everything else. This principle may sound daunting at first, but it builds a powerful safety net and accelerates wealth creation. For many households, this means structuring their lifestyle around one steady paycheck while channeling all bonuses, side hustle earnings, and tax refunds directly into savings or investments. Research from the Federal Reserve consistently shows that households with high savings rates are better equipped to weather financial shocks such as job losses, medical expenses, or recessions. By maintaining a 50% savings rate or higher, you are effectively buying freedom years ahead of schedule. The beauty of this rule is its flexibility. It is not about perfection, it is about direction. Even if you cannot save half of your income today, working toward that target reshapes your spending habits. You begin to prioritize essentials, cut waste, and recognize that every dollar not spent is a dollar that compounds toward your independence. Over time, this discipline allows you to create a financial buffer where work becomes optional, not mandatory. Living on one income is not just about saving money. It is about reclaiming control over your future. Section 2. Use tools to save effortlessly. Frugal living does not mean doing everything manually or sacrificing convenience. In fact, the smartest savers use technology to automate and multiply their results. Today, there are countless free or low-cost tools designed to cut expenses without extra effort. For example, price comparison apps like GasBuddy or Skyscanner allow you to identify cheaper options on fuel or flights instantly. Browser extensions such as Honey or Capital One Shopping automatically search for discount codes when you shop online, saving hundreds of dollars each year with zero added work. According to research from Deloitte, consumers who actively use digital discount tools save up to 20% more annually than those who do not. Beyond discounts, automation also plays a critical role. Setting up automatic transfers into high-yield savings or investment accounts ensures that money grows without relying on willpower. Psychologists call this default bias, when saving becomes the automatic choice. It sticks. Even banks and fintech companies now offer roundup programs that invest your spare change, turning everyday spending into long-term growth. These tools may seem small, but over years they add up to thousands. The key is consistency. Let technology work in the background while you focus on living. Frugality. When automated, becomes effortless and far more sustainable. Section 3. Repair instead of replace. One of the most overlooked yet powerful frugal habits is repairing what you already own instead of rushing to replace it. In a culture that celebrates upgrades, many people discard items long before their usefulness ends, whether it is clothing, electronics, or even cars. Yet global studies on consumer waste by the United Nations have shown that extending the life of products by just 1 year could reduce household spending by thousands while significantly cutting environmental impact. Frugal individuals adopt a different mindset. They see value in maximizing the lifespan of what they own. That means wearing clothes until they truly wear out, keeping a phone until it stops working rather than chasing the latest model, or maintaining a car so it runs for years beyond its loan period. Even small repairs, sewing a button, replacing a laptop battery, or patching a tire, can save hundreds compared to buying new. This mindset is not about denying yourself quality. It is about respecting the resources you already control. Many financially independent households credit this simple rule with freeing up cash for investments instead of sinking it into constant consumption. Repair first, replace only when necessary. It is one of the quietest but most powerful ways to preserve wealth. Section 4. Master food and grocery savings. Food is one of the biggest recurring expenses for households, and it is also one of the easiest places to overspend without noticing. Studies from the USDA show that the average American family wastes nearly 30% of the food they purchase, which translates to thousands of dollars lost every year. Frugal living flips this pattern by treating food spending as a system rather than an impulse. Cooking in bulk, for instance, not only saves time but also ensures that ingredients are used efficiently. Reducing spoilage. Meal planning creates structure and prevents last-minute takeout, which often costs 3 to 4 times more per meal. Switching grocery stores or choosing generic brands over name brands can also cut costs dramatically without compromising quality. Blind taste tests frequently prove that the difference is negligible. Another overlooked strategy is avoiding beverages and snacks outside the home. Restaurants mark up drinks by several hundred%, while bottled water can cost thousands annually compared to simply carrying a reusable bottle. Together, these small but consistent shifts create substantial savings. Food should nourish, not drain your finances. By controlling how, when, and where you buy it, you transform one of life's necessities into a cornerstone of financial independence. Section 5. Embrace minimalism and mindful spending. Frugal living becomes most effective when it is guided by minimalism and mindful spending. The principle is simple: buy less, but buy better. Research from the Journal of Consumer Psychology shows that people who focus on experiences and intentional purchases report higher life satisfaction than those who accumulate possessions. Minimalism shifts your perspective from chasing every new item to asking whether a purchase truly adds value. One powerful tactic is the waiting rule, delaying purchases for 7, 30, or even 90 days. In many cases, the urge disappears, revealing that the item was never essential in the first place. Another approach is practicing no-spend days or months, where you restrict expenses to necessities like rent, utilities, and groceries. This reset highlights how many purchases are driven by habit rather than need. When you do buy, prioritize quality over quantity. High-quality items often cost more upfront but save money in the long run because they last longer and serve better. Minimalism is not about living with nothing. It is about aligning your spending with your goals and values. By doing so, you free up financial and mental space, ensuring that your money supports freedom, not clutter. Section 6. Set clear goals and automate savings. Frugality without direction rarely lasts. The people who achieve the most through frugal living are those who tie their habits to a clear purpose. Financial planners emphasize that households with written goals save at nearly twice the rate of those without them. A strong why, whether it is retiring early, traveling more, or buying back time with family, turns discipline into motivation. Once those goals are in place, automation makes the process almost effortless. Setting up automatic transfers to a high-yield savings account, retirement plan, or investment portfolio ensures that progress happens in the background, no matter what distractions arise. Behavioral economists call this paying yourself first, a principle that removes willpower from the equation. Even small automated amounts accumulate into meaningful wealth over time. Pairing goals with automation also protects you from lifestyle inflation, the silent wealth killer that creeps in as income rises. Instead of spending more by default, your system redirects the surplus into freedom. Clear goals give you direction, and automation keeps you consistent. Together, they transform frugality from a temporary experiment into a lifelong wealth-building strategy. Conclusion: frugal living is not about denial. It is about design. It is the deliberate choice to align your money with your priorities and to build a system that supports long-term freedom rather than short-term indulgence. The 6 strategies we have covered: living on one income, using tools to save effortlessly, repairing instead of replacing, mastering food and grocery spending, embracing minimalism, and setting clear goals with automation, are not hacks. They are foundations. Each principle is supported by decades of financial research showing that consistency, not chance, is what separates those who achieve independence from those who remain trapped in the cycle of spending and debt. These habits may seem small in isolation, but over years they compound into life-changing results: lower stress, greater resilience, and the ability to step away from work on your own terms. At its core, frugal living is about buying back your most precious resource, time. The less money controls you, the more choices you have about how to live, work, and give. Start with one change, stay consistent, and watch how quickly the trajectory of your finances shifts. Freedom is not about earning more. It is about needing less. That is the quiet power of frugality. Please note that 86 Dawn Finance does not offer advice on taxes, legal matters, investments, or finances. The content is intended solely for educational purposes and should not be considered professional advice. For personalized guidance, please consult your own qualified advisors. Although the information has been carefully researched and reviewed, it may not represent the latest legal or financial updates. Viewers are advised to confirm the accuracy and timeliness of the information, particularly before making any major financial or legal decisions. Until next time, stay informed, stay empowered, and stay our 86 Dawn Finance channel.